Hi my dear friends, my name is Abhishek and you are watching Maths Magic channel on YouTube. Today we are going to discuss about the last exercise in the chapter number 2, that is polynomials. That is about exercise 2.3. Question number 1 given is divide the polynomial p of x by the polynomial g of x and find the quotient and remainder in each of the following cases. Here p of x is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 and g of x is x square minus 2. So dividing the first term of the dividend, first of all we will arrange this whole polynomial in the decreasing order. So here variable is x and arranging in decreasing order we will get first quotient as 3, then 2, then 1 and 0. So it is already in the standard form. Here also this is in the standard form. So x cube divided by x square, we are getting x as the first term. So first term in the quotient is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 divided by x square minus 2. The first term will be x cube divided by x square, that is x. So x is the first term, x square into x, that is x cube. So these both the terms are same. So now we are not getting 0, we are not getting x square term here, so we are putting 0 here, and minus 2 into minus 3, that is plus 6, or you can say that minus 2 into x, that is minus 2x. So x square minus x square plus x, that is x cube. Here x square term is not possible, and then minus 2 into plus x, that is minus 2x. So here to remove x cube we will multiply whole equation with the minus. So this is minus, this is plus, both are cancelled. Here minus minus plus, so 5x plus 2x, that is 7x, minus 3x square plus 7x minus 3. Now dividing the first term in the remainder with the first term in the divisor, minus 3x square when divided by x square we will get minus 3 as the answer. So putting minus 3 here, so x square minus 3, that is minus 3x square, minus 2 into minus 3 plus 6. So x term is not there, so we will put 0 here. So these both term are minus, so equate multiplying this equation with the minus and we will get minus minus plus. So both term are cancelled, this is plus and this is minus, plus minus minus. So minus 3 minus 6 minus 9, so 7x minus 9. So 7x minus 9 is the remainder. So quotient is x minus 3, remainder is 7x minus 9. So this is the answer. Moving on to the second question. P of x is x raised to 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 and g of x is x square plus 1 minus x. So x square, rearranging this g of x in the decreasing order, that will be x square minus x plus 1, and it is already in the standard form, dividend is already in the standard form. So we will get the first term is x raised to 4 divided by x square, the first term will be x square. So x square into x square, that is x raised to 4, minus x into x cube, x square, that is minus x cube. Here no x cube term is there, so I will written it separately, that is minus x cube. And the last term is 1 into x square, that is x square. Here these both the terms are similar in sign, so we will multiply whole equation with the minus sign. We will get this is minus and this is plus, so cancelling both the terms. Here plus minus minus, so minus 3x square minus x square, that is minus 4x square, and here minus minus plus, that is plus x cube. So minus 4x square plus 4x plus 5 plus x cube. Now here biggest term is x cube, so x cube divided by x square, so the answer will be x. So x square into x, that is x cube, minus x into plus x, that is minus x square, and plus 1 into plus x, that is plus x. So multiplying whole equation with the minus to obtain the opposite sign to cancel x cube term. So plus minus minus, so this is minus plus, this is plus x cube, this is minus, both are cancelled. Plus plus minus minus plus, so minus 4x square plus x square, that is minus 3x square, 4x square minus 4x minus x, that is plus 3x plus 5. So the remainder is minus 3x square plus 3x plus 5. So to obtain the next term in the quotient, we will divide first term of the remainder with the first term of the divisor, minus 3x square by x square, that is minus 3. So minus 3 is the last term in the quotient, x square into minus 3, that is minus 3x square, minus x into minus 3, that is plus 3x, and plus 1 into minus 3, that is minus 3. So multiplying with the minus sign in the for the whole equation, we will get minus minus plus. So these both the terms are cancelled. Plus minus minus, these both the terms are cancelled. Minus minus plus, so plus 5 plus 3, that is plus 8. So plus 8 is the remainder. So the quotient is x square plus x minus 3. The remainder is 8. Now moving on to the sub question 3 of the question number 1. Here p of x is x raised to 4 minus 5x plus 6 and g of x is 2 minus x square. Rearranging the terms, here it is already in the decreasing order, but here we have to rearrange. The terms will be minus x square plus 2. So minus x square plus 2, rearranging, we will get x raised to 4 divided by minus x square. We will get minus x square is the answer. So minus x square is the first term in the quotient. Minus x square into minus x square, the answer will be x raised to 4, and plus 2 into minus x square, that is minus 2x square. Here x square term is not there, so I have written it separately. So x square raised to x raised to 4 and x raised to 4 both have the same sign, so we will multiply whole equation with the minus sign. So this is plus, this is minus, so both are cancelled. Here minus minus plus, so it will be 2x square, then minus 5x plus 6. Here biggest exponent is 2, so 2x square divided by minus x square, so answer will be minus 2. So minus x square into minus 2, that is plus 2x square, minus minus plus, then plus 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4, plus minus minus. So here both the term are having the same sign, so multiplying the equation with the minus sign, we are getting this is plus, this is minus, both term are cancelled. Minus minus plus, so 6 plus 4, that is 10, plus 10, minus 5x plus 9. So minus 5x plus 10 is the remainder, because here x is having the exponent as 1. One exponent 1 is, or the degree 1 is less than degree 2, so no further division. So quotient is minus x square minus 2, and the remainder is minus 5x plus 10. Now we are solving the question number 2. Check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. What they are telling, this is the factor, or this polynomial. With the help of this polynomial, we have to divide this polynomial. So t square minus 3 is the first polynomial, or the divisor, and the dividend is 2t raised to 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t plus minus 12, minus 12, that is the dividend. So going through the division algorithm, we will get 2t raised to 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 90 minus 12. Here first term is 2t raised to 4 divided by t square, we will get 2t raised to 2. So 2t raised to 2 into t square, we will get 2t raised to 4. Both the terms are equal, so multiplying with the minus sign, and then the second term will be minus 3 into plus 2t square, that is minus 6t square. So multiplying with the minus sign, plus minus minus, this is plus, this is minus, both are cancelled. Here minus minus plus, plus 6t square minus 2t square, that is plus 4t square, 3t cube plus 4t square minus 9t minus 12t. So here the first term in the stage 1 of remainder is 3t cube. 3t cube when divided by t square, we will get 3t. Okay, so 3t is the second term in the quotient. So t square into 3t, that is 3t cube, and minus 3 into 3t, that is minus 9t. Here both the terms are having same sign, so multiplying with the opposite sign. So plus minus minus, so both terms are cancelled. Minus minus plus, so plus 90 minus 90, these two terms are cancelled. Then the answer is, or the remainder is 4t square minus 12. 4t square minus 12, 4t square minus 12, 4t square minus 12. Here first term is 4t square, when divided by t square, the answer is 4. So t square into 4, that is 4t square, minus 3 into plus 4, that is minus 12. So here both the terms are having same sign, so multiplying with the minus sign, we are getting minus 40 square and plus 12. So when we done the subtraction, we will get the remainder as 0. So yes, it is the t square minus 3 is the factor of 2t raised to 4 plus 3t square minus 2t square minus 90 minus 12. Now second sub question, x square plus 3x plus 1 is a factor of 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. So 3x square raised to 4, 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2, and divided by x square plus 3x plus 1. So 3x raised to 4 divided by x square, we will get 3x square as the answer. So 3x square is the first term in the quotient. Then the remainder is minus 4x cube minus 10x square plus 2x plus 2. Here dividing the first term of the remainder with the first term of the divisor minus 4x cube by x square. So minus 4x is the second term in the divisor. Then the remainder is 2x square plus 6x plus 2. Dividing the first term of the remainder with the first term of the divisor, we will get x square 2x square by x square, that is 2. So the answer is, or the remainder is 0. Whenever the remainder is 0, so yes, it is completely divisible, or yes, they are both, yes, the division is possible, or the division algorithm can be applied here. Now the last sub question of the question number 2, that is x cube minus 3x plus 1 is the divisor and x raised to 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1 is the dividend. When we do the long division process, here x raised to 5 and divided by x cube, we will get x square as the answer. So x square is the first quotient and the remainder is minus x cube plus 3x square 3x plus 1. So minus x cube when divided by x cube, so the answer is minus 1. So as minus 1 is the second term in the quotient, so the remainder is plus 2. So here it is not completely possible, so no, x cube minus 3x plus 1 is not a factor of the polynomial x raised to 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Moving on to the question number 3, obtain all other zeros of the 3x raised to 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 10 minus 5 if two of its zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Here dividend is 3x raised to 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and the two zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. We already know the formula of a minus b and a plus b. Here root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3 are the factors, so the zeros, so the factors will be x minus root 5 by 3 and x plus root 5 by 3. Multiplying these two factors, we will get the answer is x square minus 5 by 3. So here root is removed. When the root is removed, it is very easy to obtain the answer with the help of the division algorithm process, the division algorithm method. So 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and the divisor is x square minus 5 by 3. So 3x raised to 4 divided by x square, so the answer will be 3x square into 3x square, that is 3x raised to 4, and then the second term minus 5 by 3 into 3x square, 3 are cancelled, so the answer will be minus 5x square. So minus 5x square, here both the terms are having the same sign, so multiplying with the whole equation with the minus, we will get these two terms are opposite, so these two terms are cancelled. Here minus plus, so plus 5x square plus minus 2x square, that is plus 3x square, 6x cube plus 3x square minus 10x minus 5. So to obtain the second term in the quotient, 6x cube when divided by x square, we will get 6x as the answer. So 6x cube minus 10x, how we have got minus 10x, because minus 5 by 3 into 6x, 3 2 are 6, so 2x into minus 5, so minus 10x. So here both the terms are having same sign, so multiplying with the opposite sign, so we will get both the terms cancel, then these terms are also opposite in sign, so these two terms are also cancelled, then 3x square minus 5. So now 3x square when divided by x square, so we are getting third term in the quotient as 3 plus 3, x square into plus 3, that is 3x square, and minus 5 by 3 into 3 are cancelled, so minus 5. So remainder is 0. So yes, it is completely divisible by the x square minus 5 by 3. So the other two zeros will be obtained by the help of splitting the middle term method. So the quotient is 3x square plus 6x plus 3. 3 3s are 9, so we have to split the middle term in a way that their multiplication will be 9x square and the addition will be 6x. So 6x can be divided into two terms, that is 3x plus 3x. So in the first two terms 3x is common, so taking 3x common in the first two terms, we will get in the bracket x plus 1, and in the last two terms we will get 3 as the common, so in the bracket we will get x plus 1. Taking x plus 1 as the common, we will get 3x plus 3 in the first 3x plus 3 in the first bracket in this curly bracket. So the answer is x square minus 5 by 3, that is root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3 were the two zeros, and here we will get 3x minus 3x is equal to minus 3, x is equal to minus 3 by 3, that is x is equal to minus 1, and here also x is equal to minus 1. Thus minus 1 and minus 1 are the two mode zeros of the quadratic cubic polynomial. Now question number 4, on dividing on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x by x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4. Quotient is x minus 2 and the remainder is minus 2x plus 4. Find g of x. Here we have to find the divisor. By applying the formula dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, we will get the answer. So x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Here we have to find g of x. We will keep g of x as it is into x minus 2, that is x minus 2 is the quotient, and remainder is minus 2x plus 4. Adding remainder. Now taking this remainder on the left hand side, there will be change in the sign. Here minus 2x is there, it will become plus 2x. Here plus 4 is there, it will become minus 4. So x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2x, that is plus 3x, and plus 2 minus 4, that is minus 2. G of x into x by 2. Now these both the terms are in multiplication. When it goes to left hand side, it will become in the division. So x minus 2 making, or g of x making g of x as the subject, we will get x cube minus 3x square plus x cube minus 3x square plus 3x by minus 2 by x by 2. We are getting x square minus x plus 1 as the quotient. So g of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1 as the answer. Now question number 5, last question. Give examples of polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x which satisfy the division algorithm. The first question is degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. What they are telling? The degree of polynomial should be equal to the degree of quotient. So we have taken simple example, that is 2x square plus 2. When divided by 2, we will get first term in the quotient as x square. So here 2 into x square, that is 2x square. 2x square cancel with the help of making multiplication with the minus sign. These two terms are cancelled, then we are getting 2. 2 into 1, that is 2. So we are getting 0 as the answer. So x square is the first term in the quotient and 2x square. So here degree in the quotient is 2, degree in the polynomial is 2. So here degree of polynomial is equal to degree of quotient. So this is satisfied. Here I have solved the example of the book, which is given as the answer in the book. That is 2x square minus 2x plus 14. You can do it at the home, my dear friends. I have already solved it here, but you can also do it at home and make it practice. Now moving on to the second question. Degree of q of x is equal to degree of r of x. That is degree of quotient should be equal to the degree of remainder. For this I have taken the p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 and g of x is equal to x square minus 2. This is the example this is the question given in the exercise number 2.3 already. So on the basis of this, we will get x minus 3 as the quotient and 7x minus 9 as the remainder. So here degree of quotient is equal to the degree of remainder. That is, here degree of quotient is 1 and degree of remainder is 1. So both are equal. This is the solution of the book or the answer of the book. You can try it at home, my dear friends. And the last question is degree of r of x. That is, degree of remainder will be equal to 0. So degree of remainder should be equal to 0. It means that any value will come from 0 to any infinite number will become, but there should not be a variable present there. Okay, so that is our answer. So here we have taken the example of x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by x square minus x plus 1. So in the answer we are getting remainder as 0. So this can be also possible, or according to the book we can solve it as x cube plus 2x square minus x plus 2 when divided by x square minus 1. We will get x plus 2 as the quotient and plus 4 as the remainder. Here no variable is present, x is not present. It means that x raised to 0 is there, anything raised to 0 is 1. So 4 into 1 is 4. So this is also possible. So here our exercise number 2.3 and chapter number 2 is also over. So thank you and have a nice day. Solve all the question 2 to 3 times so that we can have all the great grade. Thank you and have a nice day.